My word, what a quarterfinal start we had on Friday. The two games so dramatic. Faizal Khamisa, James Sharman, Craig Forrest, Jim Brennan here with you. Let's show you our bracket to show you exactly who advanced. This doesn't tell the story, of course. Argentina on penalties over Netherlands. Croatia on penalties over Brazil. They will meet in the semis on Tuesday. And it was one of those days where after it was all said and done, you needed to take a deep breath and a deep digest because it was just unbelievable. Jimmy, we'll start with that Argentina-Netherlands game. You would have thought at 2-0 Argentina, the game was all said and done, but absolutely not.
Argentina looked comfortable, didn't they? The 2-0 up, you think, okay, just see this last 10 minutes of this match off, and that's you. You're into the next round comfortably. But obviously with the Dutch, they never give up, never say die attitude. And a great ball that was whipped into the box, great finish. That allows them back into the game, and then that was it, and it started getting heated towards the end.
The free kick was amazing. I thought it was just really well executed, and it was pretty well marked as well. The defender actually takes a swipe at to try to clear it. I thought if he just tried to block it, he might have been better off. But
it's a big boy you got to hold off, though, right? And he got his body there, right?
Yeah.
And
I thought it was really well done, and it just added to the suspense because I didn't see it coming. Certainly with the Dutch, I mean, their conversion rate again. 2 shots on net, 2 goals. They've scored 10 off 18 shots on net, or 16 even. It's incredible.
You're great with the stats.
This guy, Statman Craig over here.
Stato, yeah. No, but I tell you, I mean, for me, it had all the ingredients for a classic, didn't it? You know, it had the great assist from Messi, had the great goal, had the late goals, had a bit of a trundling extra time, and then pens, right? And then the hatred and the anger and the frustration, and it kicked off a few times on the pitch, off the pitch, post-match as well. So it had all those ingredients to be one of those World Cup classic matches, and for me, the best match of this World Cup so far.
And in itself, it would have been tough to top the game that preceded it, the Croatia-Brazil game, of course, where it was just tense and tight for the entire game. We get a wonder goal from Neymar to what you think sent Brazil to the semifinals, James, but Croatia, with their only shot on target, tied up. Brazil players way up the pitch for some reasons I don't have an understanding for, but it cost them in the end.
Yeah, a team that usually manages games so well in Brazil, I mean, how they switched off to allow them back in the game was amazing, but it's Croatia, right? I don't know how they do it. They're supposed to be over the hill, old, tired, and they find their fifth gear once again. Luka Modric, just brilliant in this one. And the back four were superb, and of course the goalkeeper. My God, I mean, so far he's been the top keeper at this World Cup.
They must have been thinking, Brazil, though. I mean, they haven't had a shot on net yet, you know, and they ended up with 1 on net in 120 minutes, and it was a deflection. So they have to feel a little bit hard done by. But again, when you have all those chances, opportunities, 7 shots inside the box, the goalkeeper standing on his head, it's one of those moments that they'll regret heavily. But
when you talk about the opportunities that Croatia had, they didn't have many. You're absolutely right, and I didn't feel Brazil was too concerned about Croatia. They weren't worried about their pace. They knew they weren't going to get in behind. Yeah. But Croatia, the way that they are, they're mentally strong, and they knew they just need one chance throughout that match, and they got it, and they did finish it.
I think if you're listening to us for predictions, I have nothing to say to you. That's on you at this point, but we still have to give them because it is entertaining at the very least for the banter part of it. So, Jimmy, we'll start with you. Morocco, Portugal. Who do you think?
Morocco.
We don't even need the breakdown because it doesn't matter at this point. It just doesn't matter.
Every hit we do 3 or 4, so we just go. We have it all covered. So we'll just, whatever one we get right, we'll show.
I'll post the clip of you guys getting it wrong, though, not the clip of you guys getting it right.
The reason why I'm going to say Morocco right now, the last 7 games they haven't conceded any goals, bar 1, and that was against Canada.
Own goal,
and it was an own goal as well. So defensively, they're very, very strong. And I just think on the day, I think they're going to get something over Portugal.
I love it, Craig. It would be great, again, to continue that story.
It would be great. I just think that, Portugal, with all their talent that they have, and Ramos coming off like this hot game, scoring a hat-trick, I just don't see Morocco going any further than this. But it's been great, and it's great for African football, too.
Yeah, I'll go Portugal as well. They're playing, it seems, with freedom right now. No Ronaldo in the starting 11, I wouldn't think, for this one. Ramos, like I mentioned, playing great. João Felix looked like a new man on the last match, superb. And the back four, of course, as strong as ever. So it's going to be a low-scoring game, I think, though, and a tight game. And it might go long.
It probably suits Morocco, to be honest with you. They'd probably be happy with that.
They had a long one last time as well.
Yeah, we wonder what their legs are like. That's a great point.
They'll take penalties.
Yeah, for sure they would. Of course they would.
Well, Bono in goal is great.
Exactly. All right, England and France, your last quarterfinal. I don't know. It feels like each game gets bigger and bigger and better and better. And James, this one has the makings of a classic.
Yeah, we've got long penalties. France win.
Yeah, you know how that goes,
No,
right?
yeah.
All right.
But
Fair
I've seen
enough.
this movie before.
Spoken from a lot of experience, Craig.
There's got to be lots of chances though,
Yeah.
on both sides, and I'm going to go with France. I think Mbappe's just the difference maker, but England have plenty of talent as well. Jimmy up front, and both teams are in a really good spot right now. Bellingham's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So
I think it'll be an exciting game because they're two teams that are very attack-minded and they've got a lot of firepower going forward. But on the day, I fancy England. I said France last time. I'm saying England now.
I was just going to say, I have vivid memories of you saying France. But
credibility whatsoever.
again, you don't come to us for predictions. At least I hope you don't. Enjoy. Should be a fun Saturday.